But yeah, Devin the Dream Haney, newly crowned, undisputed lightweight 135 champ. Um, just like I told you guys, he wants to fight Lomachenko or Tank Davis, which many people ask, including my own. Well, with the Tank Davis part, uh, are great fights. You know, a lot of people feel like Lomachenko is still that guy. You know, I never felt like Lomachenko was that guy to begin with. You know, because he has, certain abilities and stuff like that, unique abilities that people claim they haven't seen before. Uh, they're still propping him up. But I know what time it is, what it really is. You feel me? I know what time it really is. But I ain't gonna really get into all that. I've heard people talk about that enough. About the agenda of Lomachenko, pushing Lomachenko. But I know why Devin wants Lomachenko. Devin wants Lomachenko because Lomachenko is a name, regardless of how I feel about him and many others feel about him. He's still a name, you know. But I personally, as many others I talk to on a daily basis, want to see Devin Haney in there with Tank Davis. It's about that time. Devin Haney wants it. He's been wanting it for almost half of a decade. And Tank Davis clearly wants it as well. He came out publicly, and that was one of the reasons why he left Mayweather Promotions, is because he wanted the big fights. And one of those, well, the biggest fight. I ain't gonna say one of those big fights. The biggest fight is between him and Devin Haney. Like I said in the last video, there's a lot of people out there that say, well, the four kings. You got Teofimo Lopez, you got Vasiliy Lomachenko, you got Lion Ryan Garcia. You got those four kings out there, and then of course Devin Haney and Tank Davis. But to me, it's only two kings, and that's Devin Haney and Tank Davis. And that's the fight that me and many others want to see. And what better time than now? But I know in reality, Bob Erm, which Devin Haney is signed to right now, in top rank in ESPN, has a sweet spot and has a thing for Vasiliy Lomachenko. So does all of the ESPN media guys like Max Kellerman and all of those guys. All of those clowns, if you ask me. But which will probably be the Lomachenko fight. And it's a lot of logistics about that Tank fight. If you want to, hear more about my thoughts on that, go ahead and check out the video that I did titled, Don't Look Forward to Tank and Devin Haney fighting anytime soon. Don't look forward to that. It's a lot, but go ahead and check out that video, But Vasiliy Lomachenko and Devin Haney looks to be the fight. They're saying that Devin Haney, I was watching Blue Blood Sports channel. Go ahead and check out my brother Blue Blood. And he was basically saying that and showing that Devin Haney was back at it. He was back at it like a crack addict. Ready. He's not satisfied with his undisputed crown. He's on his Floyd shit. He's back jogging, and he wants it all. And he deserves it all because he's a good guy, all in all. People talk about how hard, these fighters work, but Devin is just a great guy. Just look at the whole Kambosos situation, for instance. The dude took the less he's ever took and the less he's deserving of. It went cross town and went cross state lines to go fight George Kambosos, who repeatedly disrespected him. It didn't receive any disrespect coming from Devin Haney, but Devin Haney still, proceeded with class, and then it was put on a master class in the ring. For those of my people out there, y'all know I like to. I'm a real battle rap fan. I like to, slide some bars in there every now and then. He proceeded with class, and then he outclassed him in the ring. Bars. That's for my people out there that like that type of shit. But yeah, so Vasiliy Lomachenko appears to be the match, and that's not really confirmed because I don't believe Lomachenko until I see it, because Lomachenko, well, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. Doug Devin Haney, stuff like that. But it's about the now. Yes, I do want to see Tank. I know a lot of you out there want to see Tank versus, but let's focus on the matchup between Devin Haney and Vasiliy Lomachenko. Yes, Lomachenko brings a unique type of style to the forefront, but Devin is very talented in his own right, and that was on full display this past weekend against George Kambosos. We all know that Vasiliy Lomachenko lost to the guy that lost to the guy Dev beat. So at the end of the day, this is very intriguing. They say styles makes fights. I don't know what style Lomachenko is going to bring that Dev is not going to be ready for, that Dev is just not going to completely dominate and decimate. And Dev is back at it. There's no secret who I'm picking. I'm picking Dev. Now, when it comes to Dev and Tank, that's a whole nother discussion. Even though I would slightly favor Dev in that matchup, it just depends on what type of fight Dev fight. Tank is going to take chances and try to walk Dev down, because it's no secret. And even I personally don't feel like Dev has that type of power like that. Even the power they keep a motherfucker honest, like Tank. It was good enough to keep Kambosos. I know a lot of Haney fans gonna come in here and stuff like that, but this is just my opinion, watching boxing as well, just like the rest of you. Kambosos is not Tank Davis. Let's get that understood. Kambosos is not Tank Davis, and let's not act that way, because if we act like that, then they'll be mad with the results, But I don't foresee. Now I may be wrong. They may shock me. Floyd. I keep saying Floyd and them may make that fight. He's not even with them no more. But we'll see. Tank is with the PBC right now. Al Heyman. And Dev is his own boss. All Dev gotta do is snap that finger and it'll happen. But right now he's under contract with Bob Erm, who wants the Vasiliy Lomachenko fight desperately. Question is, will Vasiliy Lomachenko take the fight actually? So we'll see. And for those of you out there that say, well, Rob, why you not talking about the Kambosos rematch? I mean, don't nobody want to see that rematch. And deep down inside, you don't want to really see that rematch. Because the same thing is going to happen. Me personally, I feel like the same thing that happened to Kambosos could potentially happen to Vasiliy Lomachenko. I don't think that highly of Vasiliy Lomachenko as everybody else do. I feel like the fight that needs to be made right now, and it'll be perfect timing for both Dev and Tank Davis, is the Dev and Tank Davis fight. That should be the fight. We ain't got to deal with none of this extra shit. But speaking on Dev and Vasiliy Lomachenko, if they were to fight, which appears to be the case, I look for Dev to beat Vasiliy Lomachenko quite similarly. I'm not going to say similarly to Kambosos. I will say, like I told my homeboy, he won't dominate as well as he did against Kambosos, but he won't receive any real competition like he did with the Jojo Diaz fight. It won't be as competitive as the Jojo Diaz fight, but it won't be as lopsided as the Kambosos fight. It's going to be kind of in between, because the situation with the ducking with Vasiliy Lomachenko, we already kind of know how it's going to turn out with Dev. It's nothing Vasiliy Lomachenko can bring to the table, just like I said with Kambosos. And Vasiliy Lomachenko is shorter than Kambosos, if I'm not mistaken. But, people, Tank is shorter than... We're not going to compare Tank. That's unfair to compare Tank especially to me. I feel like Tank and Devin Haney is at the top. Now, my man is Shakur Stevenson. That's my guy. I pick Shakur to beat all of them. But Shakur is at 130 right now. But that fight can still be made. They catch weight, he can move up, they can come down. More than likely, Shakur have to move up, but that fight can still be made. And Devin Haney and Shakur is with the same people right now. But yeah. Dave says he wants Vasiliy Lomachenko and Tank Davis, man. I personally want that Tank Davis fight. I don't want that Vasiliy Lomachenko fight, but I kind of do in a way for the reason of seeing Dev kind of put that mystique of Vasiliy Lomachenko down, put that shit and bury that shit. Because I'm tired of hearing about Vasiliy Lomachenko and he's the Matrix and he have all these great abilities and all that. I'm getting sick and tired of the great white hope, the great white lie. You feel me? I'm getting sick and tired of it. Acting like he ain't lose 2 fights already. It is what it is with that. But y'all let me know. Leave a comment in the comments section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive all new notifications for when I drop new content. Deuces.